Nice and seasoned. Let's go in with a little bit of that white jasmine rice. Hi everyone, glad to have you back. Glad to have you back on another great episode. We're going to be making a healthy dish tonight. We have chicken breast tenderloins. We're going to pan-sear these chicken breast tenderloins with a side of jasmine rice and broccoli and carrots. Let's get right started with the ingredients. We're going to start seasoning with some salt. Okay. Some black pepper. We're going to go in with some garlic powder. Add a good amount of garlic. It's going to give your chicken a really good flavor. We're going to go in with just a bit of nutmeg. Some parsley flakes. Should be a bit good enough there. And some paprika. Just a bit of paprika. That's perfect. Gonna give your chicken a good color as well. Let's add some lemon juice. All right. About that much. I'll list all of the ingredients in the description field as always. We're gonna go in with a couple drizzles of olive oil. That should be fine there. We're going to give this a quick toss and get all of our seasonings, our salt, pepper, garlic powder, nutmeg, parsley, paprika, and lemon nicely combined into our chicken. All right. We're going to place this into our refrigerator for about 30 minutes so we can let all of the seasonings combine into the chicken. Get really well seasoned. In the meantime, we'll start with our jasmine rice. All right, for our jasmine rice, I'm going to go in with about 3 tablespoons of oil. All right, about that much of oil, about 3 tablespoons. Got this on a low heat. We're going to go in with 1 medium-sized yellow onion. You can use a red onion for this recipe as well. So 1 medium-sized yellow onion. Low heat. We're going to cook the onions down until they're translucent and semi-cooked. Of course, I forgot to mention the onion is finely chopped, but I'm sure you guys can notice that in the video. So 1 medium-sized, finely chopped yellow onion. Of course, like I said, you can go ahead and use a red one as well for this recipe. All right, that's nice and translucent. We got our onions nice and soft. We're going to go in with 1 cup of washed jasmine rice. Again, always maintaining on a low heat. Get as many granules of rice as I can get out of my thing there. All right, let's go ahead and mix in our onions with our jasmine rice and the little bit of oil we put in, about 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil. We're going to toast our jasmine rice for a couple of moments. All right, always maintaining a low heat. Let's get this jasmine rice toasted. Alright, we've toasted our rice for about 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, we don't want it too brown, just on a low heat. toast it a little bit. It's going to make sure your rice comes out nice and loose. With those onions, also going to give a really nice texture and flavor. I've used 1 cup of rice. For 1 cup of rice, we're going to go in with 2 cups of water. That's 1 cup. Going in with our 2nd cup, and I like to just add a tad little bit more. Just a tad little bit more. Raise up your heat. Let's get this to a boil. We're going to season with some salt. Give that a quick stir. And this is how I make my jasmine rice. Comes out perfect every time. Alright, our jasmine rice is starting to boil, so I've lowered it to a low heat. We're going to place our lid on. Let that simmer again for 20 minutes or until the water is completely evaporated. So while our rice is cooking, I'm going to get started with my broccoli because that should cook in less than 3 minutes once this water boils. So I got another pot here with water starting to boil. Gonna go in with a bit of salt for flavor. Once that boils, we'll start tossing in our broccoli. Our water's boiling. Let's add in our broccoli. We're gonna let our broccoli cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. All right, we don't want it mushy. Broccoli does cook quite quickly. Cover with the lid and let that continue to boil. Again, 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes max. Come check on it. Alright, our jasmine rice is done. I've removed it from the heat. Left the lid on for just an additional minute. That helps with just the last bit of the cooking process. We're going to fluff our rice using a fork. Just fluff the rice. Nice and beautiful. Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to start our carrots. Again, boiled water, a bit of salt. Just going to give that a quick stir. I'm adding in 2 carrots already peeled, washed, and cut into these round circles here, about that thickness, okay? Let's add our lid. We're gonna let these boil until tender. All right, we'll come back and check on them. Here is our broccoli. And I boiled these for about 3 minutes on, once the water comes to a boil, about 3 to 4 minutes tops. That way you don't get mushy broccoli. All right, let's get started with our grilled pan-seared chicken breast tenderloins. All right, starting on a medium to medium high heat, we're gonna drizzle in some olive oil. Cooking with olive oil is much healthier, and it also makes your food taste a lot better. Let's get this olive oil heating for a couple of moments. Again, on a medium heat, medium to medium high heat. All right, it's been about a minute, and our olive oil's been heating on a medium to a medium high heat. We're gonna start putting in our chicken tenders, chicken tenderloins. They've been sitting in the fridge for about 35 minutes, 30 to 35 minutes. You can go a bit longer if you wish. All right, we're gonna reduce this to a medium low heat and let our chicken get cooked on that side. Smelling amazing in this kitchen as always, with all those great seasonings that we've incorporated into our chicken breast. Alright, it's been about 3.5 minutes on that side. Again, going on a medium-low heat. Looking beautiful. Look at those chicken tenderloins, chicken tenders. Nicely grilled. Nicely pan-seared with that olive oil. We're going to let these cook on the other side roughly for about the same time as that side. 3 to 3.5 minutes, medium to medium-low heat. We're going to cook the rest of our chicken. We'll plate this wonderful dish. You guys get the first bite as always. Alright guys, just before we plate this wonderful dish, let's season our carrots with a bit of salt. Our broccoli with a bit of salt. We're going to go in with a bit of garlic powder over our carrots and our broccoli. A bit of black pepper on both. Just a tad bit of olive oil. Alright, that's our vegetable seasoning. It's going to make our carrots and broccoli nice and flavored. Give that a good toss. Alright everybody, welcome back. Here we have our pan-seared grilled chicken breast tenderloins, our jasmine rice in the middle, our broccoli, seasoned carrots with that olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, a couple of lemon wedges, which you can use to season up your chicken breast tenderloins a little bit more. Just going to add a little bit of that lemon juice right over. Oh, that's looking mighty fantastic. You guys get that first bite as always. Let's cut into this chicken breast. Fully cooked. Nice and seasoned. Let's go in with a little bit of that white jasmine rice. There goes your first bite. Hope you guys enjoy. Bon appetit. That chicken breast is seasoned so well. Let's try the seasoned carrots. Nice and tender. A little bit of that broccoli. Came out beautifully. Such a nice healthy dish. Something you can quickly make throughout the weekday. Make this for your family, guys. Like the video if you enjoyed the content. As always, subscribe to the channel. Alright, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I upload a new video. Here we have it. A delicious, healthy meal for dinner tonight. Tasting absolutely fantastic. I hope you guys try this one out. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you have a good school week, a great work week going ahead. God bless everybody. And I'll catch you on the next episode.